create these different type of plays, but they're not efficient with their shots. So hopefully if they're starting to be a little bit more efficient with their shots, things will definitely start to be where they need to be.
Wildcats 60, South Carolina State 45 here at Moore Gymnasium, 11-11 to go. Checking in on the women, it's not been a good third quarter for the Bethune-Cookman women. They are down 41-32 against Edward Waters, as Edward Waters has outscored the Wildcats in the third quarter 19-6.
Yeah.
So a long way back for the Wildcats in the fourth quarter. Nobody over 7 points for the Wildcats in the game. Johnson, Tyler, and Dorsey all with 7 points for the Wildcats.
How is Sanai doing?
Not as good as we thought she might at the start of the season.
Because I really enjoy her playing style. She's one of my favorites. And I think it was during a press on defense where she played monster. She plays it so well and efficiently. It brings the team in sort of a balance. So
Nike is the official outfitter of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Gear up on the VCU Nike gear at Nike.com/Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Make sure you are representing Bethune-Cookman University Athletics to the fullest, featuring all new items. As my computer has kicked me off the read. Buy the latest BCU gear online at the Bethune-Cookman online store. Go to bcuathletics.com and click on shop to find the latest BCU clothing and apparel. That's bcuathletics.com and click on shop. Of course, the Wildcats don't come back and beat Edward Waters in the fourth quarter. We'll be there 11 a.m. tomorrow as they'll take on Livingston. Right now, it's a 15-point lead for the men's team at home, looking to make it 3 in a row.
Protect the house.
In the last 3 years over South Carolina State. Ricky Mitchell with the fancy footwork. He got fouled as he lost the ball. The Wildcats trail in the all-time series against South Carolina State, 70-47. But the Wildcats have won 7 in a row dating back to 2018. This is the third year in a row the Wildcats have played South Carolina State men's basketball. The Wildcats have won those 2 games. 80-71 here at home 2 years ago, and then 75-62 on the road in Orangeburg last year. Jaden Johnson picks up a foul, go to another media timeout. Stay up to date with everything Bethune-Cookman Athletics by checking out the Wildcats on social media. Give BCU Athletics a like on Facebook and follow the Wildcats on X and Instagram at BCU_Athletics. For the latest on BCU men's basketball, follow at BCU Hoops on X and Instagram. Checking in on some numbers specifically in the second half. The Wildcats shooting 53% from the floor, 17 points in the second half. 45% from the floor, 15 points in the second half for South Carolina State. Wildcats have increased their lead back to 15. I'd like to see Jacoby Henny get the ball. He has got 18 points. He still leads all scorers by a mile and hasn't touched the ball in the second half. But Arterio Morris, 50% from the floor, up to 16 points.
Really want to see him hit that season high goal that they're looking for.
Arterio Morris with 16. His season high is 21 against Coastal Georgia, so I don't really expect either to get there. It may be Jacoby. I mean, he's not on the floor right now. If the Wildcats continue to hold this lead, I would expect to see some of the more rotational pieces for the Wildcats towards the end of this game.
Yeah, I don't think the 18 is going to come in until like 6 minutes left.
Tyler Andrews dumping it off. Oh, no.
Goodness, Ariel, where's your soft touch at?
Hasn't been a great night for Ariel Bland. He's now 0 for 5 from the floor. Also hasn't been a great night for Quentin Henny, just 1 of 6.
Watch that baseline pick and roll. They run it every single time.
Tenebe pulls up, short changes it, rebound Bland.
Hey, I know Bland hasn't been there offensively, but he showed up for us defensively with those rebounds. Wide open.
Mitchell to a wide open Jordan Johnson in the corner for
Nice.
3.
J.O. with the 3.
That's his first shot of the game, Jordan Johnson. Usually that three-point sniper cans another one.
Yep. There we go. Double pick, elevator, pick and roll. Another 3.
And
nice
a block on the outside. Ariel Bland got out there to deny him. And he runs the floor, and it's jam time.
There it goes. The second dunk of the night.
Now the Wildcats feeling a little bit. Up by 20. Largest lead of the night for Bethune-Cookman.
Uh-oh. I think we might get a 6-7 night.
Ooh. Johnson takes advantage of, Johnson takes advantage of the mismatch against Ariel Bland out high and drains the 3. 65-48. Bland to Johnson again. Johnson attacks. And there it is.
6-7.
South Carolina State with Johnson. The throwback to Bronson, and then Johnson again, in and out.
Gotta cover Johnson, because Johnson might be the Smith of
Here's
Stony
Jacoby
Brook.
Hetty for 20 points, so just rims out. Bulldogs will keep it, despite Ariel Bland's protestation. And we're gonna get the bigger front court back in for South Carolina State with Parker and Clark coming back in.
Coach T is still very adamant of not bringing in the previous players.
Yeah, Jacoby Hetty just came out.
Yeah.
Ruzon, Quentin Hetty, all on the bench right now. Arterio, the only starter currently in the game for Bethune-Cookman.
Oh!
Great steal by Tyler Andrews. Lost the ball on a spin move, though.
Spin moves. Look up for your passes.
Clark gonna go to the line as he was body checked.
That was really, I don't want to say the S word, but that was really selfish. I really feel like he should have looked up, because Ricky was right there with him. If anything, just go up with the regular leg.
Yeah, up 19. You want to show off for the fans that have made the trip out here to Moore Gym tonight, but
not even the way that we played in this last tournament. I wouldn't even be showing off until third quarter. Or I'm so sorry, if we're up by 30.
Treadwell makes another free throw. This is his second trip to the free throw line, Treadwell. He had a 3-point penalty shot in the first half, went 1 for 3.
Yeah.
Got both of them that time, though. Lead is 17, and here comes the full court press for South Carolina State.
Slips right through him.
Ontario Moore is so smooth with the basketball.
He loves it.
You're right, he kind of relishes that close quarters contact.
Yeah, I think it ignites a different type of thing in him. There it goes.
Backdoor, short changes the layup, though. Nice pass by Ricky Mitchell. And stepping out of bounds is Bronson. Eric Martin does a little hop on the sideline. He's not very happy as we go to immediate timeout. Eric Martin spent 8 seasons as an assistant coach under Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins at West Virginia. He's also been an assistant at Kansas State and Cincinnati State. Martin played back in the 90s at TCU, Santa Ana College in California, and Cincinnati under Bob Huggins when he was at Cincinnati. So that's where that connection comes from. Also has played with the U.S. national team in both 1995 and 1997. Eric Martin is the reigning MEAC Coach of the Year after leading the Bulldogs to a regular season co-championship last year in a 20-13 record. So in the 3 seasons that Eric Martin has been at South Carolina State, his first season went 5-26. The next season he over doubled it to 14-17, and then last year 20-13.
That's a good season so far. Great track working as well too.
And again, a struggle to start the year. And with the MEAC having so few teams, they'll play a lot more out of conference games than the Wildcats will. After tonight, they still have Charleston Southern, Queens, then they're home against South Carolina Upstate and Bruton Parker, at South Carolina, at Tennessee. How about that for the end of non-conference?
That is a tough one.
Before starting conference play against Howard.
Wonder how the girls are doing so far right now.
I will get you a score update for that in a second. I'll give you a hint. It's not bad.
Okay.
The Wildcats will close their non-conference slate with a 4-game road trip: Missouri, St. Louis, Arizona, and Oklahoma State. So, yeah, good luck.
I was really hoping to come to the game for Arizona just because I wanted to see Bryce play.
Oh, Parker strips Andrews, slams it.
He's such an aggressive player. He has love for the game.
That's the first time I almost said Wildcats. You got me thinking about Arizona.
Sorry.
The first time the Bulldogs have actually got something off the full court press.
3-man weave. We've got to get our, I think this would be a great time to have the 18 check in. Nice. Oh!
Morris will go to the line. He got hit upside the face as he
goodness.
drove through the lane, and he remains
Down.
on the ground.
See if any of his teammates go help him up.
He plays with that kind of energy.
Yeah. Oh, his face is a little red.
I mean, Arterio Morris, right? I mean, he's only 6'4", but he plays like he's 6'10".
Yes.
With how aggressive he drives the lane and tries to go for layups.
It's honestly a little, it would have been very scary if we could have seen how him and Parker played against each other, because they have that same type of energy. In a very, very physical game.
Yeah, but
between
they're playing different positions.
Oh,
right?
yeah, no, I'm saying,
Arterio's back at the 1, Parker's down at the 4 right now.
No, but if Parker were to play at the 1, though,
yeah,
that would have been a physical game.
So Morris got to pick himself up after getting his bell rung and go to the free throw line. And that's his first miss of the night. Was previously 5 for 5. He has taken 6 of the 7 free throws the Wildcats have tonight. Only 7 free throws for Bethune-Cookman. But really, looking at the personnel on this team, it's not really surprising that we don't shoot a lot of free throws.
Won't drive as much either.
Because we don't look often, outside of Arterio Morris, to drive and score. We look to drive and kick.
Right. J.O. is about to go ahead and
short on the 3, but Bronson follows his own miss as nobody rebounds for the Wildcats. Feels like BCU's getting a little lazy on the boards right now as that gap comes down 68-54. South Carolina State's thinking they still have some agency in this one. Morris with the handoff. All the way, no good. And South Carolina State basketball after Ariel Bland couldn't secure the rebound. Quentin Hetty is going to come back in. He's going to take out Tyler Andrews. Good on Arterio for muscling it out, staying in the game. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen Seneca back in, even though he's got 3 fouls. He's the only Wildcat with 3 fouls. Chris Parker's got 4, nobody else more than 2.
The Hetty brothers are back.
Yeah, so I don't think, with 6:45 to go, up 68-54, I don't think we'll see Arterio again tonight. He finishes with 17 points on 5 of 12 shooting and 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Mid-range floater rattles out. Again, rebounding is an adventure for the Wildcats, and they lose it out of bounds.
We need to find that finesse. We're starting to fall, or dishevel, I think that's a good word right now. Still holding it up, with 6 minutes and 29 seconds. Anything can still happen, and we've seen this happen against Jacksonville and Stony Brooks. Well, I am hoping that we can stay the course. Okay.
Tenebrae really aggressively underneath, but good job walling up by Quentin Hetty. Wildcats are being out-rebounded tonight 35-26, and on average, they get out-rebounded 39-35, so really losing the battle on the boards tonight. Mitchell on a handoff. He's got a head of steam, and he scores.
I'm really excited to see a little bit more of Ricky in this SWAC conference. I think he's really going to dominate there as well, too.
That bucket breaks an over 2-minute field goal-less streak for the Wildcats. Tenebe has really tried to get going tonight, but the Wildcats have shut him down.
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to draw a foul.
Johnson.
Nice. Oh, man.
Treadwell for 3. Off the heel. Finally, the Wildcats get a rebound with Jacoby Hetty. And we'll draw the foul on Bronson as Hetty crosses half court. And that will send Jacoby to the free throw line as the Wildcats are in the single bonus.
Coach C, oh, okay, so we do have Daniel Ruzan coming in. One thing that I have noticed, though, I know I did say earlier that Coach Thea said that he wanted it to be an 80-point game, but this was such a nail-biting, like a claw to 80 points. It hasn't been like, it wasn't really an easy 80, if that makes sense.
It's funny because if you just look at the stats, the stats will show that the Wildcats in this second half have outscored South Carolina State by 3, have shot 52% from the floor and 50% from beyond the arc, which is really efficient. But it hasn't felt like that, just looking at the game.
And that's where South Carolina State comes into play, because remember, they did play some pretty big teams, you know, for them to be a MEAC team. They played some really, really big teams that probably gave them a sense of grit coming into these SWAC teams that they played.
Bronson checks back in. He was out for a couple of minutes after picking up his 3rd foul. Johnson had to retreat all the way into the backcourt to get that one.
Arc's hand. They're running that transitional pick.
Back to Johnson, the preseason MEAC Player of the Year.
There's that screen.
Parker. Back to Johnson, corner 3 on the step back. Too strong, rebound Wildcats.
Really want to see Hetty get to 20.
He is at 20 because he hit the 2 free throws.
Oh, yes, one more actually to break that.
Yeah, one more, he would break his season high, which he got in the win at Ohio a couple weeks ago before Thanksgiving. Mitchell, step back, deep 3 straight on.
No rebound.
Off the rim, and everybody just evacuates the territory, and Seneca Willoughby's going to come back in. You can tell when Coach Diaz is frustrated with somebody.
Yeah.
Clark working on Ruzan, and Ruzan does a really good job. I think he got a finger on that too. 4.5 to go in this one. The Wildcats up comfortably 72-54.
I don't think we should be comfortable at all, Mike. You know I'm going to be. That was that. Oh.
Yeah, they tried to run the dribble weave.
Oh.
Thankfully, Clark forgot a little thing called the basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, so the shot clock reset, but the referees are going to rule that possession did not change. So we're going to have 7 seconds on the shot clock as Seneca Willoughby replaces Ricky Mitchell Jr.
Hopefully we can see something, make a play out of this 7 seconds. Is it inbound play? I want to see baseline, maybe a little X.
Seneca Willoughby leads the team in assists with 5, but is the only Wildcat to not score tonight.
Sometimes all you need is the defense as well.
They're going to try and work something here for Quentin Hetty. He's going to roll all the way in. Left-hand layup at the end of the shot clock, no good.
It's not there. Get back to defense. 2-3.
Raynell Wright doesn't have a point tonight despite playing most of the minutes. Parker fading away, got fouled.
Oh, how? I need glasses because I'm not seeing it.
And we'll go to our final media time out. The Wildcats with 17 assists tonight. That's a number I'm looking at as a big positive, considering they only average 12 per game.
I'm looking at the game, 72-54. Obviously, Wildcats are up. But like you said earlier, it does not feel that way. SC State has been really giving it to us. and we just been taking it. And honestly, that's something that we need to work on. We shouldn't be able to take that. You know, we are a great team, but sometimes I feel like we tend to get a little bit too comfortable. And comfortability in these next couple games is just not going the same sentence as that. So hopefully we are able to pick up the slack that we do have, clean up the little things that we do, and just, you know, wrap it up.
Come be a part of BCU Athletics and support the CatEye Network. If you or your business is interested in partnering with us here on the CatEye Network, you can reach out to the Wildcat Athletic Communications Department at BCU Sports Info at Cookman.edu. That's BCU Sports Info at Cookman.edu. Your business could be on air with the Wildcats. And there is no BC without you. Show your support for Bethune-Cookman Athletics by joining the Wildcat Champions Club today. Help us build a championship culture here at Bethune-Cookman. You can donate and join at bcuathletics.com/champions club. You asked me about a check-in on the women's team. They are down 45-38 with just under 4 minutes to go. Almost nobody has scored in the fourth quarter.
I think it's starting to get into their heads a little bit. Wildcats really need to tighten it up. And I just know right now it's the free throws. And I'm hoping that they're not making turnovers right now. That's really affecting.
Well, we can check. The Wildcats are actually 9 of 12 from the free throw line.
Okay.
Not bad.
Woo!
They're shooting only 22% from the floor, though. 13 of 58, 3 of 19 from 3.
No, we can't really see, but I'm really hoping. I think her name is Alexandra Johnson. I'm hoping she's the one guarding the floor right now.
So Parker will go to the line to shoot 2. As we come back from our final media break, Parker breaking into double digits with 10 on the night, 4 of 4 from the charity stripe, now 5 of 5. He's still perfect on the season.
I need to check back at the end of the season to see if he keeps it like that.
He's still perfect on the season, as I said, up to 11 points and flirting with a double-double. He's got a game-high 7 boards, Chris Parker. Hits them both there, 72-56, 3:46 to go in the game.
A press, a hard press.
But Jacoby Hetty leaps to get the ball. Johnson's going to get pressed.
My goodness.
Oh, really nice move by
go.
Jacoby Hetty. Showed the defender the ball, then ripped it away from him. Who leads the team in steals. And he doesn't have one tonight. Nor does he have a point. Spot up three-pointer from Treadwell off the mark, as we'll go under 3 minutes to go now. Seneca Willoughby, the only Wildcat to not score in the basketball game, and the Wildcats will call timeout. Seneca Willoughby will sit down, so I don't think he'll get a chance to score in the basketball game as Arteria Morris comes back in. And the Wildcats have basically done what we asked today. Professional performance. You're a better team than South Carolina State. South Carolina State doesn't look great defensively. You can just kind of run through them on offense. Have we been perfect? No, but we have been better than we have been the last couple weeks.
If I have to say something positive about SC State, they definitely held their own as a team. They're just not efficient. Well, I think once they figure out that puzzle piece, they'll be able to be a really, really good program. It's just I'm not seeing any of the shots being falling through at the end of the day, or any of the free throws that they need to work on, other than Parker as well, too. But that's the positive that I can give them.
But the Wildcats have been very efficient tonight.
Yes.
Just under 50% from the floor and exactly 50% from three-point range.
Yeah. And I'm really hoping that way I can still see some more energy coming from them as well. Terrio Morris coming back in.
So it'll be Morris, Quentin Hetty, Jacoby Hetty, Daniel Ruzon, and Jordan Johnson on the floor for the Wildcats. Tion Tyndall. Oh, no, this is Deshae Wright is in for the first time today.
Mike. Sorry. I get excited when I see nice things like that.
Jordan Johnson against Wright, down low to Ruzon. Ruzon spins and again goes up, scores the basketball.
What a player.
Daniel Ruzon's been the second best scorer over the last 3 games for the Wildcats, consistently averaging 10 to 14 points. And he's got 11 tonight. Popping through the lane is Johnson.
Oh, wow.
Passes to Wright.
Through the baseline. Kick out. Watch.
Wright decides not to kick it out. Weihold rebound, rolls away.
It's our ball.
No,
Whoa.
that's correct. It definitely came off of Quentin Hetty last.
Throwing my paper. I just hate that. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm biased.
the Wildcats, the biggest deficit for Bethune-Cookman tonight is the rebounding. Out rebounded 37, now 38 to 31, and 16 to 8 doubled up on the offensive glass. But I will give the Wildcats credit defensively. They are still outscoring South Carolina State in second chance points.
Yeah.
Even though they're being
it doesn't feel like it,
even though they're being out rebounded 18 to 9, excuse me, in offensive rebounds. And the Wildcats up to 17 assists tonight. South Carolina State just 7. Wildcats will go to 3-6. South Carolina State will drop to 0-9. And really, it's going to be tough for them to pick one up before their matchup with Bruton Parker on the 19th of December. Looks like we might see a Daylon Minor sighting.
He's
going
to be great, Mike. I truly think so. Once he starts to slow down, because he's so fast, he might be faster than him dribbling the ball. The ball could be like right behind him, but he's like right in front of the ball. But I generally think that's going to be a generational play right there. He's great.
Jordan Johnson taps the inbounds pass out of play. The pace of play has slowed way down here as we approach the end. Wildcats just one of their last 10 from the field.
Oh, they're calling it back. Okay.
And they're going to review, which will slow the pace of the game down even more. So, as I mentioned, a long road trip coming up for the Wildcats that'll take them across the country. They'll play an SEC foe against Missouri after a little break. That'll be on the 14th, then a quick turnaround on the 17th against St. Louis. Then all the way out to the West Coast to play Arizona. And then they'll finish non-conference play on the 29th of December at Oklahoma State at Gallagher-Iba Arena. You wanted to see Arizona because you wanted to see Coapete, which is fine.
Yeah, I wanted to see Bryce. I really did want to see him play, but he redshirted this year, so it made sense. But that would have been a sight to see.
I would have liked to go on that trip because I would have wanted to call a game at Gallagher-Iba Arena.
Oh, yeah,
it's kind of a bucket list place for college basketball fans out there at Oklahoma State. Of course, we wish the Wildcats the best of luck. We're currently under a review to see whose ball it is after Jordan Johnson tapped the ball out on an inbounds pass. And we're at this point in the season, Sabrina, where we came into the year wondering what the makeup of the team would look like. You went and recruited a whole bunch of scorers from a whole bunch of other schools. Jacoby Hetty, Arterio Morris, Jordan Johnson, Doc Bradley, who we still hope we're going to see this season.
Yeah.
How is it all going to work together? And it hasn't clicked yet, but I think we're starting to see glimpses of what it could be.
And I'm happy it's happening now before conference because it literally gives Coach the ultimate time for him to use these players as different pieces, so whenever conference play does come in, he's already prepared on how he wants to run the team. We saw the secondary team come in while he has the first team sit down, and he entrusted them with at least 4 minutes on the court to be able to keep the score, the gap going, and to put up points. If we talk about the bench points, how many do we have?
Bench points.
Usually it's over
21 bench points tonight.
That's pretty good. You know, that's a really pretty good points to have to be able to entrust your secondary team to come into that. So if we continue to find the moving pieces and how we're able to move into conference and maybe even integrating Doc whenever the time comes, I don't think it's going to be a big of a change, if that makes sense. So it's going to be really exciting to see.
I'll tell you what, it will improve. It'll improve the defense.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's long and he can block passing lanes. It'll clog up the middle.
And when I tell you Doc is ready, he is ready. There's nothing more that I know. I've spoke to him a little bit before of him wanting to be out there. I think this is something that he's chasing for. So whenever that time comes and he's ready to jump out there, he's going to do his thing.
Once again, we're still under review to see if the Wildcats control the ball or it'll be South Carolina State ball. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the ball game. Wildcats up 76-56 have held South Carolina State scoreless over the last 1 minute and 31 seconds to take their lead back out to 20 points.
Yeah.
And you've talked about it a couple times tonight, right? Get to 80, the coach likes to say,
Yeah,
we'll get
80.
to 80 points, and that's our marker.
But that's what I said. Like, yes, we did get to 80, and I know we're going to get to 80, but it's just the simple fact that it was like we clawing up there. We had to claw our way up to 80 defensive-wise.
Yeah. And that big run of almost 7 minutes in the middle of the first half, where the Wildcats pushed out to that 15-point lead early. Really, they've been kind of riding on those laurels the rest of the game, because the second half, the Wildcats are only outscoring South Carolina State 33-26. It's a much closer game in the second half. The Wildcats went into the halftime break with a 13-point lead. It'll remain South Carolina State ball after the review. Wright. We got two players named Wright on the floor for South Carolina State. Deshae Wright and Rennell Wright. They are not related. Fall away from the baseline, in and out. Jordan Johnson grabs the long rebound.
Nice trying to double team right at the half right there.
Oh, Arterio Morris slipped, somehow maintained his dribble. Under 2 minutes
let
to
that
go.
ball go.
Ruzon sets the pick. Here's the roll. Daniel underneath, muscles it through. He's really good at attacking guys that are physically bigger than him and going up and under.
I think as soon as coach saw, that was a great move. That was a great move.
Parker couldn't cash in at the rim, though.
I think when Coach Cia saw us get to 78, he went ahead and had Ariel, Dalen, and William is about to go in.
Long three, no good. Out of bounds, Wildcat ball. Last touched by Derwin Hodge, the freshman out of Swanee, Georgia. This is a young South Carolina State team. If you look at, like, Noah Twedwell is a freshman. One of their senior leaders, Colin McKenzie, is not playing tonight. But Derwin Hodge, the freshman. Jaden Johnson's a sophomore. Deshae Wright is a sophomore. Tion Tyndall, who started today, is a freshman. So a lot of figuring out for this South Carolina State team. Minute 10 to go.
Dalen doing his thing.
You got Dalen Miner and William Gonzalez in the game. Dalen got hit on the arm, and it's going to be a foul on Rennell Wright.
I mean, that's lucky. Way to get his 2 points.
A little bit lucky, yeah.
First 2 points of the game, right at the line.
Dalen Miner has 4 points this season, scored 3 of those last time out against Indiana. And we'll go to the free throw line for the second time this year. Dalen, the freshman out of Rowlett, Texas. Big Time Prep Academy gets the first one to go. First player in Big Time Prep Academy history to hit 1,000 career points and 1,031 points as a high school player. Dalen Miner. You kind of talked about him a little bit when he got set to come in, right?
I just really see something great for him. He's going to be a great point guard.
He's a little undersized, 6'1",
absolutely.
but he can really affect the game with his vision, his passing, his aggressiveness.
Sees the court differently as well, too.
And he's going to get called for the foul there.
I think it was body blocking.
Yeah, Rennell Wright is going to get a chance to finally score in this game.
Did get to 80, though.
Yeah, he didn't give up anything easy. Because so, who's at the line? Wright?
Yeah.
Wright.
Well, which one?
Sorry, Rennell Wright is even shorter than Dalen Miner, 6'0", 160 pounds, out of Inglewood, California, transfer from West Los Angeles College. And before that was at Baton Rouge Community College. Averaged 10.5 points per game at West Los Angeles College last year. Rennell Wright. The other Wright, Deshae Wright, from Ontario, Canada. So the Wildcats have hit their 80 points. They lead at 80-57. I'm surprised that South Carolina State, with under a minute to go, is still running the full court press.
I mean, to that buzzer beat.
Miner gets blitzed off the screen. It was a good job to recover. Jordan Johnson open for 3.
Ooh, I thought it was in.
Off the rim. 3-second different shot clock to game clock as the Wildcats run this last.
Whoa.
Oh!
Some power behind that one.
Quentin Hetty says, get that out of my face.
Quentin was really working today. Last game, oh my goodness, was he a star?
Second block of the year for Quentin Hetty.
Yeah.
Ariel Bland, who is second of the SWAC in blocks. Only one tonight, but the Wildcats have racked up 6 of those.
Nice defense by the Wildcats.
Skip pass to Parker.
16 seconds left.
Parker's really good. Now he's up to 14 points.
I know they said that Cameron Clark was one of the best on the team, but I'd like to, if they had a player of the game, it would definitely be Parker.
Wildcats will get the ball over the half-court line, and that'll do it. 3-2-1, and your ball game as the Wildcats lock down South Carolina State as they win this one 80-59. They've now won 8 straight against the Bulldogs dating back to 2018 and have beat South Carolina State now 4 years in a row.
Yeah. Wildcats really did prove themselves and try to find their little, they found their groove back, honestly. And it was really a quiet game since, you know, it's finals weeks and stuff like that. But I think this was just a little bit of a confidence booster that they did need going into these tougher games that they did have.
Here are your final scoring totals. First for South Carolina State. Their top player, just with that last little touch on the last play of the game, was Parker with 14 points. He only made 4 field goals, but was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Also had 8 rebounds and 3 steals. Cameron Clark, 4 of 7 from the floor. He had 12 points, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, a block. Owen Bronston, who came into the game as the top scorer for South Carolina State, had 11 points, 4 of 11 from the floor, but 3 of those from three-point land, 3 of 9 from deep. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Johnson had 9 points, 3 of 10 from the floor, 2 of 7 from deep, 1 of 2 at the line, 3 assists to lead South Carolina State. Noah Treadwell had 6 points. Tenabe had 4. Hodge had 2. Wright had just 1. And for the Wildcats, Jacoby Hetty led all scorers and was terrific tonight. With 22 points, 8 of 10. 80% shooting today for Jacoby Hetty.
And he beat the score. All-time career.
And he got his season record, 22 points. 4 of 4 from beyond the arc, all in the first half. He only had 4 points in the second half. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 steals. So he led the team in points, shooting percentage, 3-point percentage, rebounds, and steals today.
Yes, it was
what a
his
day
game.
for Jacoby Hetty. Arterio Morris also had a really great day. 17 points in 27 minutes, 5 of 12 from the floor, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. A nice bounce-back day, especially at the free throw line for Arterio Morris. Ruzan had 15 points, 7 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the free throw line on an and 1, 2 rebounds. Just 2 rebounds for Daniel Morris, for Daniel Ruzan today. And 1 steal and 1 block. Ricky Mitchell had 8 points, 3 of 6 from the floor, a rebound, an assist, and a steal. Jordan Johnson had 5 points, 2 of 3 from the floor, 1 of 2 from deep, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Tyler Andrews had 4 points. Ariel Bland had 4 points, 3 rebounds. Quentin Hetty had 3 points, 3 rebounds. Daylon Miner had 2 points. Seneca Willoughby and William Gonzalez both saw the time on the floor but did not score. Seneca Willoughby played 20 minutes without a point and only 2 shots today, but did dish out a team-high 5 assists, grabbed 3 boards, and had 1 steal, but played most of the second half with 3 personal fouls. So a couple of things that I want to go through tonight. First, the Wildcats got out-rebounded 42-33 and 19-8 on the offensive glass. But second chance points favored South Carolina State 14-2. Only 2 second chance points tonight for the Wildcats. Keep going. Yes. So that's my first thing, right?
Yeah.
Rebounds, not great. Second chance points, non-existent. The one thing I will go for, though, you didn't foul a lot. Only 12 fouls. The only player who had 3 fouls was Seneca.
Yeah.
And so you did a really good job in that regard.
Compared to, Jacksonville's game and Stony Brook's games, because that was like foul galore. I do see a lot of improvement there as well too, comparing to their free throws and second chance points. I'm really happy to see an improvement from that, and hopefully that they were able to get that confidence that they needed to move into the next game.
Shooting splits for the teams tonight. South Carolina State was 20 of 62, 32.3% from the floor overall, 6 of 25 from three-point range, that's 24%, and 68% at the free throw line, 13 of 19. For Bethune-Cookman, they were 30 of 61 from the floor, 49.2%, just shy of 50, and they took a couple of threes late, so they did not get 50% from deep, but they were close, 9 of 19, 47.4% from three-point range, and 91% from the free throw line.
It's a good game for the Wildcats.
Once again, your final score, Bethune-Cookman 80, South Carolina State 59. The women's game has gone final. The Wildcats fall 46 to 55. A slow third quarter did the Wildcats in there. So we'll be up early, 11 a.m. On your airwaves tomorrow morning as the Wildcats will take on Livingston College on bcuathletics.com/radio and right here on youtube.com/CatEye Network. For Sabrina and our entire BCU Athletics crew, thank you for sticking with us through some technical difficulties today here at Moore Gym. My name is Michael Torillo. We will see you in 2026 from Moore Gymnasium. Have a happy holiday and good night.
Yeah, Wildcats.